Alright guys, welcome back to another Opera Omnia video where I wanted to do my follow-up video talking about the rant that I did on the daily tokens. I did look at all of you guys' comments, and some of you guys noted a couple things which I was able to finally sit down and actually take a look at it myself and actually realize that there are some pros when it comes to the new daily tokens. Now there is some cons that I will briefly talk about, but I pretty much already mentioned them all in my ranting video, but I still want to go over some numbers now that I've been able to sit down and calculate everything, do the math, etc., and let you guys know that when it comes to specific things in the exchange shop, you do technically get a little bit more than what we got with the previous hunt token. So the first slide that you are looking at is the hunt tokens versus the new daily tokens. So the previous token exchange for the hunts weekly with the elite hunt included on a 7-day period, we would get 16 tokens. Now for the new token exchange, the dailies, the weekly with the elite hunt included on a 7-day period, because we're not going to be counting the eighth day, which is when we get gems. We're going to be focusing on the token part. We actually get 22. The daily hunt on a 7-day period, we get 14, and on the daily missions of a 7-day period, we get 21. So in total, for non-premium Mark Pass holders, you'll be getting 57. With premium Mark Pass holders, you'll be getting a total of 78, and the additional 3 per day come from the daily missions. Now, if we take a look and we do a rough, like I put together like a rough estimate for free-to-play players, and this is of course for those who do not purchase premium Mark Pass. So for the tickets, I know many players were upset about the fact that, like, instead of the previous 1-to-1, like 1 token for 1 ticket, now it is 3 tokens for 1 ticket. Well, when you take a look at the previous numbers and you see that we get 57 over 16, technically we are actually getting more, just a few more than what we got with the hunt tokens. So for the tickets, the previous token, excuse me, that's a typo, on a 7-day period, you will get 16 tickets, and then 64 monthly if you add all of the weeks total. For the new tokens, on a 7-day period, you would get 19 tickets or 76 monthly. And then of course, if you have premium Mark Pass, you will get 26 and or 104 tickets monthly, not and or, but like or 104 tickets on monthly. When it comes to the enhancement points, you can get the 10k experience. You can get the 10k enhancement points in roughly about 2.5 weeks. So an estimated total time that you can get 20k enhancement points per month would be roughly 2.5 weeks. So yeah, roughly about a month to a little over a month, which is not too terrible, but I do wish that they would actually increase it up to 15k. Like, I'm still pretty firm on that. The force fragments, a little over 2.5 weeks to get 10 force fragments, which of course I don't really think that it's a priority. Like, I would not prioritize getting the force fragments, seeing as how if you have no issues beating Shinryu fights, then you'll get a good amount via the events and everything like that. But of course, like, if you are a struggling player and if you feel like the force fragments are going to help you, well, you know, with the amount of tokens that we get per week, in about a little over 2.5 weeks, you are able to get that. Now, the final thing that I did want to add, which I did do the numbers, so I'm gonna give a rough estimate on how long it takes to get the total amount. But me personally, I would not recommend that you spend your daily tokens getting the 1 BT token or the 10 high guard tokens. I honestly think that it would be a big waste. And if you take a look as to how long it would actually take for a player to actually get 50 burst tokens, it would take you a little over 3 years to get 50 burst tokens just from the new token shop. So yeah, it's not worth your time. Now for the high guard tokens, seeing as how you need 20 to be able to exchange them for a high armor for your character, it is going to take you roughly 6 weeks to be able to get the 20 tokens so that you are able to pick up a character's high armor. In my opinion, it is a waste of time. I would personally not recommend that you chase for the high guard tokens or the burst tokens, because they are just really not worth anybody's time. In my opinion, I would prioritize getting the enhancement points, getting tickets if you really wanted to. You can do the math for the rest of the items, because yes, I did notice when I was recording my ranting video that it did increase the amount of tokens that you need to exchange it. But once you do the math, you're actually going to realize that you do get more of these tokens than you would if you have the previous tokens, the hunt tokens. So in my opinion, I do feel like when it comes to the amount that we get, we do actually get a little bit more than what we got on the previous ones. But of course, with the cons being that I feel like chasing the burst tokens, or the amount that we are exchanging for the burst tokens and the high guard armors, I don't feel like it's enough, and I feel like it should get increased. The high guard should be up to 20, and the burst tokens, I would say between like maybe 3 to 5. But again, it just depends on like it depends on like if you really want these tokens, like how long it would take. Because like for one burst token, since we get roughly 57 for any free-to-play player, it's going to take you about 4 weeks to get that. So it's definitely not worth your time when you already know that you're getting 10 burst tokens in a month. So, but other than that though, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for the video. I just wanted to follow up and give you guys some numbers on the new daily tokens and everything, so that way those who are confused about it or angry about the fact that it seems like we are getting less, we're really not. It's just that like at least for like the specific ones that I was talking about, we're really not. It's just that it just seems that way just looking at it at first glance. So but yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys in the next one.